Hello everyone, this is March 24th, 2022, 10 a.m. on a Thursday morning, and the sun is shining beautifully. It's 1 degree Celsius, supposed to reach a high of about 5 or 6 today, but there's not hardly any wind, so it's just absolutely beautiful down here. If you recognize the scenery right here, that is City Hall in the background, and this is the Memorial Arch. I'm standing in the center of the Grand Parade, which is the park area in front of City Hall. This memorial is a memorial to firefighters and police officers. Fallen Officers Memorial is what it's called. Nova Scotia Fallen Officers Memorial. Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Halifax City Police. I think firefighters are in here too, I'm not sure. Yeah. Maybe, I think so, but not sure. Anyways, policemen, fallen officers who have died in the line of duty over the years. It's a memorial to them. Okay, well, I forgot to just one look right at City Hall as I walk through the arches. Would you like that? Okay, there we go. Looking right up at City Hall now. We can see if I can get the whole thing in here. There we have it. City Hall. Almost to the top of the tower. There we are. All right. So we got 1 day left and it's Friday. The week will be over again. Man, this week went fast. I hardly know what to say. It went so fast. Can't explain it. Well, let's go up through here, see where we can go today. Well, I'm going to wind up in the south end today, but it's just a matter of how I get there. I've been in the north end now for a couple of days, and I did Dartmouth a couple of times. And you're probably getting tired of that, so I'm going to go from downtown. I'm going to wind up in the south end, but I'm in no hurry to get there, okay? So whatever we want to do between now and then, I'm looking straight up at Citadel Hill, but I'm not going up there today because there's a little bit of a breeze, not much, but like I was explaining yesterday, this phone here doesn't accept my microphone without a special attachment, which I gotta go. Hopefully on the weekend I can get that. And I think Best Buy have them. And then I can start using my microphone with the windscreen again. But for now, what do you think? Make some comments, tell me. Does the microphone sound better in this phone? Oh, I think it does. I think it's way better than the old phone. The old phone died on me. Something happened to it. It wouldn't, I would do videos and then it would bury them somewhere where I couldn't pull them up. But if you plugged it in the computer could download it all and sort it out and find them, but it was a bit of a pain, so I retired the old phone. So we're back to one phone again now. This one has really sharp 4K screen on it, much better than the other one. The other one said it was 4K, but I think this one is better. And definitely the sound is better. I haven't heard it with a microphone yet, so I still got my mic. I'm gonna make it fit this phone, hopefully on the weekend. Okay? And then we'll be back to normal again. I'll have my windscreen on my mic. But this one here, if the wind's blowing, if you watched my video yesterday, or today, I should say, tomorrow, yesterday, Wednesday, if you watched my video Wednesday, you'll hear a lot of wind in that. And my apologies, but I couldn't do anything with it because I didn't have my windscreen mic and I just had to go with what I had. And it was windy. So I got a lot of wind noise in that one. So today I'm hoping it'll be much better. Nobody likes listening to wind in their phone, really. I know I don't. I tried to stay out of it, but I did the best I could do. I didn't want to leave you with no video, so I did the best I could do with what I had to work with. Well, enough about that. Let's enjoy this wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning. Sunny, not Sunday. Sunny, with sun shining, and see where our feet take us. Because I don't know where my feet are going to take me. That's the way I do my videos. I start walking and see where I go. Sometimes I have a destination, but a lot of times I don't. I just start walking and see where I go. Kind of a spur of the moment guy. If anybody knows Halifax knows where this is. This is the street with all the restaurants and bars and all this stuff on it. I believe I always get Grafton and Argyle mixed up, but I think this is Argyle. I think. We'll see when we get to the sign if I'm right. Sometimes I get it right and sometimes I not so good. I believe it is. I believe it's Argyle and Grafton's up there, but I could be wrong. It could be the other way around. One of these days I'll get this right. Barrington's down there. And up here, there's Argyle and Grafton. And I'll know in a minute because I know some of the stuff that's on each street. And I don't know everything that's here, even though I've walked by it a lot of times. I still don't have it all memorized. But I'll let you know very shortly. I believe this is Argyle Street, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong before a few times, so I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that way today, but we'll see. The pizza corner is down here, so I'm going with this is Argyle. Because the wooden monkey is right on the end of Grafton. So I would say this is Argyle. If I was a betting man, I would bet my money on this is Argyle. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I could be. Well, it won't be long and all this stuff be opened up again and people will be sitting out here. It's quite a lively place on the weekends in the summer. But it kind of dies in the winter. Yes, I was right. Argyle Street. This is Argyle. The next one up is Grafton. Want to go up there? Okay. We'll go up there. We'll go up to Grafton. And this is Pizza Corner, right here. This is the famous Pizza Corner. Oh, sorry. Pizza Corner is this corner. But there is pizzas down there too. But this is the Pizza Corner. The world famous Pizza Corner. It says so right on the sign. World famous. See that? World famous Pizza Corner. Right here. The one and only. Right here. So if it's the one and only, you could travel the world and not find a duplicate of that. That is the one and only world famous Pizza Corner. Right there. Pizza Corner. Okay. Enough about the Pizza Corner. Let's go over here. Straight across to be safer. Then you got Pizza Girls right here. They got that over by home too. There's a Pizza Girls pizza over there. We have yet to try it out. And we eat pizza as much as anybody. We eat it a lot. I never ate so much pizza in my life. I never was a big pizza guy. I ate it sometimes, but my wife and my son, they love pizza. So over the years, I've adapted somewhat, and I consume much more pizza now than I used to. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, you decide, because I'm going to tell you, I like to share stuff with you, my viewers. I'm going to tell you what I like on my pizza, and you tell me if eating pizza a lot is good or bad. I think it's healthy. I put not too much cheese, just a little bit, and a lot of sauce. And I put red peppers and green peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes. I don't think I left anything out. I think that's it. That's what I put on my pizza. That's healthy, isn't it? I think so. I'm not a great cheese lover, although I like the taste of pizza, but I don't like cheese so much. I can take a little tiny bit. I'm not a fan of mozzarella at all, but it just don't look like a pizza if you don't put something on it. A little bit of cheese. So, anyways, do you want to walk over and see Winston Churchill? He's standing over here. He's all bent over. He must have arthritis or something. Let's go see him, see what he's doing today. Winston Churchill. If he was alive today, what would he do in response to the Russian problem? There he is, Winston Churchill. I'll walk over here because the sun's shining in my lens, so it'll give you a better view here. There he is, Winston Churchill. In Halifax, Nova Scotia, in the little park in the corner. We'll just call it Winston Churchill Park. I don't think he had a name. The old library, I've called it Old Library Park. And we could call it Winston Churchill Park if we want to. But anyway, I don't know the name of this little park. Haven't been able to find out. So let's see how things look on Spring Garden this morning. Want to do that? Because it's always different. I mean, it's never the same. What was here yesterday might not be here today. Let's have a look at this new building, see how it's coming along. There was a lot of work in the ground before it started to rise, so it might be coming up there now. I think I see something, but we'll see. This has been here quite a while, but in case you haven't seen it, this little car got Obama sitting behind the wheel. It's a little Fiat, an old one, an old Fiat, and there's Obama waving to us. Isn't that a tiny car? That is tinier than a smart car. That is like really, really tiny. And it would have a smaller engine than our little Chevy Trax. I think our Chevy Trax is one point something, 1.7, I believe, something like that. That would be like 0.7. Well, this is absolutely gorgeous. I love today. Today is going to be a good day. I can't feel a bit of wind at all. I saw some flags blowing a little bit, but that was up on top of Citadel Hill. There's always wind up there usually. There's the big construction site they've been working on for quite a while. It was over a year ago when they tore the buildings down. It was not this winter gone by. It was the winter before. There was still snow on the ground when they tore the buildings down to make way for this construction job. Then they started it in the spring, So that was a year ago. They've been working on this. And it's only come to here yet. It takes 2 or 3 years to put a building up because there's so much work underground before you get started. On the corner of Queen and Spring Garden is our new latest construction job downtown here. And the library is also on the corner of Queen and Spring Garden. Okay? So if you're new to Halifax and you want to know where the library is, on the corner of Queen and Spring Garden. Spring Garden runs east and west. It's one of the main streets in Halifax for business. We must be about to get the green walk. There we go. I haven't walked up here early in the morning when it hasn't been freezing out for a long time. So this is nice. I really enjoy it. They're up to street level. Now that hole went down there probably 30, 40 feet. They're up to street level. Anyway. Love what they've done with the sidewalk. Look at this. Put all this street furniture on here and the sidewalk right here. I know it's at least 18 feet across. Could be 20, but it's at least 18 feet across the sidewalk. Made lots of room for the street furniture. Let's try it out, see how it feels. Okay, and we'll sit in this chair and see how it feels in here to sit on the street furniture. There we go. My phone did something when I sat down. It didn't like it. It didn't like me to sit down. Just looking for my little thing there to make sure this thing is still going. I think it is. I hope it is. I'm looking for it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay. There's a little thing. It's hard to see in the screen when the sun is shining to show you that it's recording, but it's there. There we go. Straighten her up. Last summer, none of this was here. This is all new. The sidewalk was under construction last summer. The street was all tore up. And now we got all these nice chairs along here. And I can only guess that this area right here is going to have like flowers and maybe shrubs and stuff like that in it. They got to put the ground in there first to plant it in. And that's what I would say was those things. Yes, it's really nice down here now. Beautiful, beautiful street. Yeah, it was good before, but it's like really good now. Let's take a look and see if you can dine in at Spring Hortons. It's Tim Hortons now, or if it's still just takeout, because it was for a long time that we just takeout. So I want to see if it's if you can actually. It's okay. No, go ahead. I don't want to go in. I just wanted to see if it. Oh, you can sit in there now.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Look at that. You can sit down in Tim Hortons now. Perfect. I was wondering if they put the seats back. They did. Great. I didn't think they would. It took so long before they get those seats back in there. But I guess they had to. People like to sit down in there. And if you can't sit into Tim Hortons, you'll sit at McDonald's or Starbucks, which is right over there. So you got more than one choice to make. So I guess they had to get the seats going again because people would just go somewhere else. I am at Dresden Row. You want to walk up here? We haven't gone this way for quite a while. Up Dresden Row. We'll go up this side and either down the other side or we'll go with Blocky and come back down. Cleves, that store right over there, used to be just back that way a little bit, right beside the music store. Used to be. And Sleep Country is still in there, I think, if they were. They may not be now either, they were there. They're all right together. Cleves, Sleep Country, and music store were right together. Cleves has moved up on Dresden Row. So anybody looking for Cleves, they're not on Spring Garden anymore, they're on Dresden Row. At least now I can see my screen. 27 minutes, I can even see the time. When the sun's bright and shining on it, it's like really so hard to see that. And you have to keep an eye on that because something could go wrong. It could stop recording and then you did all that for nothing. And so, yeah, it's a lot better if you can keep an eye on that and spot it if something goes wrong. Citadel Hill is in the background there. But I'm not going to go there today because save that for a nice, beautiful, hot day in the summer when it's full of tourists and stuff. That's when we'll go to Citadel Hill next time. Curry Village. Do you like curry? I do. I like Indian food, so I guess I would like curry. Yeah. Mediterranean restaurant. But Indian food, they have curry too. In Toronto, there's a lot of stores run by people from India, and the food is great. I love Indian food. And I like Jamaican food too. It's similar but different spices and stuff. But it's similar. Well, there's an oldie. Looks like it still goes too. He's an oldie. So we're up to Dresden Row. Now we gotta go somewhere else from here. Where are we gonna go? I told you I was gonna end up on the south side, but I'm actually walking north. So how's that gonna happen? How am I gonna end up on the south side going north? I don't know. I guess I'll have to change course somewhere this morning. But that's okay, I'm in no hurry. We're out here to talk and enjoy the scenery and get some exercise. I've already met my heart points for this week. And today's only Thursday. I had them in by, I think Tuesday I had my heart points. But I was out yesterday too, walking, and I'm well over my number I need to make my heart points. Anyone that makes videos won't have any trouble making their goals, because you do a lot of walking around, and because you're talking and doing the videos, you don't realize how far you're walking. So you don't just walk and say, oh, there, that's good. You just keep on walking. Anyways, I haven't been here so long, I forgot the name of the street. I will tell it to you right in a moment. Okay, the street signs here. I know it goes over to the park, the gardens. And it's one of the boundaries of the gardens, but the public gardens, yeah, I should call it the right name. Public gardens. It's the north boundary, which for the moment has slipped my mind. What mind, you ask? Well, we're looking into that. Whenever you get in a bind, you don't want to answer something, you do what politicians do. You say no comment. How's that? All right, now, the sign is over there. And if I could read it, I'd be all right. Oh, we are on Sackville Street. There we go. We are on Sackville. And this one, I think, is Summer Street that goes right. It's boundaries on the park. We'll walk over on that side. You want to do that? This is not about the park, but we might take in a little bit of it. The gate on this corner is not as elaborate as the one on Spring Garden, but there's still a gate. Maybe we'll go through it and come out down the bottom. Might. All right, let's see. I think this is Summer Street, I believe, but I could be wrong. It's been a while. I'm a little wobbly on my street names here today. Anyway, let's just go down this east boundary. There we go. West is over there. East is here. I do know my east from my west, my north from my south. See, it's early in the morning, the sun's coming up in the east. Nothing is ever true east or true south here. Halifax is always northeast, southeast, northwest or something. Every time I'm going down the road, I'm looking at the compass telling me the direction that we're traveling on the road. And it never says south, even though I'm heading south. It says southeast or southwest or something. So what we call south is not exactly south. I think south is more over there, because it says southeast when I go in this way. But we call it south. No, I'm not going to do a walk through Public Garden today. I'm just going down this eastern boundary and back out on the street. I just thought I'd take a walk through here. We're just walking around, right? We don't have to do any set thing. I like the freedom to be spontaneous. Do something that I wasn't planning on, just to right out of the blue. Do you like doing that? Most of us do, I think. Some people don't. Some people like everything structured and planned, and don't you dare stray from that plan. Not me. I like to I like to surprise myself. Just do whatever I feel like doing, within reason. You got to know the boundaries, or you can't just do whatever you feel like doing. But you got to have some common sense along with that. Have you heard? Common sense is not so common. Who would I to judge? Who would I be to judge that, right? Well, we're making our way back to the corner here. Go through the main gate. I come in here a lot last summer. But through the winter, I don't know, it just doesn't seem that attractive when it's like -10, the wind's blowing, your fingers are tingling, your toes are tingling, and where you want to be is inside Tim Hortons holding a warm cup of coffee. So, am I crazy? That's part of my charm. I'm not sure what they're doing here, setting up some lights for something. Maybe they're going to light up the gates and make them beautiful. That could be it. That's probably what they're going to do, shine those lights on the gates, but I don't know. Hard to say. Look, they put these boughs over this until they get ready to plant. Won't be long. It won't be long at all. And they'll be planting flowers in here again, and they look so beautiful. They change them every time the flowers start to get out of season. They change them and put new ones in. I see this is getting replaced. This broken slabs of cement must have got cracked or something, and they're changing them. That's good. And they look after their flowers so good here. Like I was saying, they change them at least 3 times a year. As soon as they start to get just a little bit out of their lifespan, they change them, put in new ones. They dig them all up and plant some new flowers. So, there's the world famous Lloyd Nelson Hotel right there, right here on this corner. Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't Summer. Summer's the other street down. This is South Park. I should have known that. I did know that, but I got confused. A moment of confusion. You ever had one of them? A moment of confusion, and you called something by its wrong name, then you realize after, yeah, well, this is South Park, and South Street is over there. I mean, not South Street, Summer Street is over there. Now we're walking back down Spring Garden Road again. At some point we'll find a street to take us down to the south end. I'm not sure what it will be, but I want to take my wife to some nice restaurant. I've never been in the Captain's Boil. I should bring her there. I don't know if she likes seafood. I think so. So I think she likes fish and chips at least. I've never been in there. I always look at that place and say, I want to try it out. I want to critique it. I can't critique it if I don't go in there. So I'm going to go in and maybe that's where I'll bring her for our next restaurant outing. Where do you want to go to get a nice meal that's looks like an old-fashioned diner? Do you want me to tell you a place? Go right up Portland Street from Dartmouth, go through Dartmouth, going towards Coal Harbour. Just as you're getting into Coal Harbour, around that area, there's a restaurant called the Palladium. The best food, nice friendly staff in there. Absolutely a great place to go for a meal. And every time I've ever been there, it's been great. It's not been bad at all. Everything they make is cooked to perfection. The Palladium restaurant on the right-hand side, Portland, coming into Coal Harbour. I'm going to cross the street, but I got to wait because I'm not on the crosswalk. Now we'll go down another street, then we'll cross it. How's that? Okay, that'll work. Didn't they do a great job here? This must be the bus stop right there. Yes, it is. This is the bus stop, wheelchair bus stop. That's specially made for wheelchairs. Look at that, the sign said right there, wheelchair bus stop. Yeah, perfect. Specially made for wheelchairs. They can drive in here off of the road and people can get off of there really easy. You only got about a 6-inch drop. Used to be Sprout Therapy. It's for lease. Stores for lease. Starbucks, coffee. You want to walk down that street? Okay, let's go down that way. I'll tell you the name of that street shortly here. As soon as I see the sign, I'll tell you the name of that street. If I walk over here, I can tell you what it is. Oh, it's the street I walked up. Remember when I walked up Dresden? Well, this is the other end of it. Dresden again. So we're walking down Dresden. Making our way towards the south end now. Because this video has been going well over half an hour. By the time I get down to my destination, which will probably be Tim Hortons, we'll have made a nice video. And a good long one. You can sure hear that walk sign a long ways away. Eh? The street is way up there and I can still hear it. Auto quality custom menswear suits. I'm not much of a suit guy. I cannot remember the last time I had a suit on. My idea of dressing up is a black pair of jeans, stylish pair of sneakers, and a nice dress shirt, which is never white. It's either red or blue to go with my black jeans. That's my dressing up. That's as good as it gets right there. Black denim jeans, a dress shirt, and nice stylish sneakers. That's my idea of a suit. And what's wrong with that, right? That looks as good as anything. While we're talking about suits, what do you think about neckties? Are they out? Is that something nobody wears anymore? Except politicians, presidents and prime ministers still wear neckties. Most ministers don't even wear neckties anymore in church. They're just with the colored shirts and that's it. Neckties, I think neckties are old school. They're out. Out with the necktie, I say. I don't wear one. A few years ago, my wife bought me one with guitars on it. And I haven't been worn that much because nobody wears neckties anymore. I still have it hanging in my closet, a necktie with guitars on it. If I ever decide to wear it somewhere playing music, I could. But I just say neckties are gone. Nobody cares about neckties anymore. So if you're going to open a store, don't open a tie store. It's doomed for failure. So that was my little rant about neckties. I don't think anybody wears them anymore, except Putin. Dare I say his name. Putin wears his neckties, and Zelensky, he wears his neckties, and Prime Minister Trudeau wears his. Donald Trump wore a necktie when he was in the Joe Biden, he wears a necktie. But they probably just put him on long enough to make a speech and then they take it back off. Probably, more than likely. You know where we are? We've been down in this area before. Maybe you recognize it, maybe you don't. We're down in the old Smithville area on Morris Street. You believe me? Do you think I know where I am? This is Smithville, what the early settlers first spot here in Halifax was right here, because I showed you this sign before. Smithville, historic Smithville, right there, where the early settlers came here and built this area up. So there you have it, Smithville. We've been here before, but just thought I'd show it to you. We're walking east on Morris Street. Last time I was down here, there was snow on the sides of the road. Look at it now, eh? Beautiful. Snow is gone, sun shining. Couldn't ask for anything better. It's not even April yet. We got another week to go. March is turning out to be quite nice. I see a big dog coming down the sidewalk here. Hopefully he's friendly. I saw two ducks on the sidewalk earlier there. They were quite friendly. So we'll make our way down to, I'm not sure, we'll see. We'll see what we want to take to get us down to, I'm going to end up with Tim Hortons on the lower end of Barrington, right down almost as far as Barrington goes. Goes just a little bit beyond Tim Hortons. I call it the Deep South, because you're pretty much a little bit more than you'd be to the water. You go much farther south of there. If I get a good background here, something dark, I'll have a look and see how long this video is. I don't want to go too short. Let's have a look here. We are at 44 minutes. So for sure we'll get an hour. We'll get over an hour out of this yet before we're finished. And there's no wind today. So again, my apologies for the last video. I couldn't help that wind. I tried to stay out of it, but it was just too much. I couldn't stay clear of the wind. Let's go this way. All right, let's cross here. Crossing Morris now. And we are on Queen Street. We'll just go right down Queen Street for a bit. Putin's war sets world on edge. Sure does. Joe Biden hits back with sanctions and vows consequences. Largest military action in Europe since World War II. Everybody thought the Russian army was so big and powerful they couldn't be beaten. All it took was one little country, was all they had the weapons to fight with. They got them locked up. They got the army. They got the big army with all the tanks stopped dead in their tracks. They don't know what to do now. Putin knows he's beat, so now he's threatening nuclear weapons and chemical weapons. Those things are banned. They're not allowed to use that. He's not much for rules. He don't like sticking to the rules, but he knows he's beat. He just doesn't want to. I think his career will be over when this is all, when the dust is settled, and this has cost Russia billions of dollars. Set them back years and years. And the tanks they had for defending their country are lying in ruins in the battlefield. For nothing. All we had to do was not invade Ukraine, and he still have all those tanks, and they've lost thousands and thousands of soldiers. I think I heard it was 10% of their army is dead. Can you imagine 10% of the mighty Russian army? Well, that's what happened. They're just stopping those tanks left and right and shooting down planes. And somebody told me they hit a warship and sunk it. One of those ships are $1 billion, maybe more. Nobody can afford to lose too many of those. I see it looks like a second building going up right over beside this tall building here. You want to walk over and have a look? See what it is? Sure, why not? Not a lot of construction happens in the south end, but when something's going up, it kind of catches my eye there to see what it is. So, we will walk across South Street. Not South Park, we was on that. Now we're on Queen and South. We're just gonna walk up to that construction site and have a little look, see what we can see up there. I don't know how much we'll be able to see, but we might be able to see, get an idea how big the building's gonna be that's going up there. Maybe you saw in the news something good for Canada. Windsor, Ontario is getting a factory. They're going to be building a factory to build batteries for electric cars. It's going to employ thousands of people, a few thousand anyway, 2,000 or 3,000 people going to work at that plant. It's going to be huge. Well, we'll get a good look at this. It's right here. I don't know what the building must be. Oh yeah, there's the hole right there. We'll walk right over and have a look. We found a hole to put a high-rise in. Look at this, right there. Wow, I'm impressed. Just a little tiny hole here, but they found a spot for a building. Up it goes. All right, I had to come and see. Just wondering what it was down here. Yeah. Condos and apartment buildings are going up everywhere in Halifax these days. South End wasn't getting too much, but there's this one. There's the stuff at the stuff that's going that Spring Garden in Roby. There's that corner. And there's one down on the waterfront that's, I guess you could call that maybe almost the south end. It's a big project going up there right on the waterfront. It's nothing like the north end. The north end is booming with construction. So we might as well just stay right on South Street, I guess, and make our way down to Tim Hortons. Or we could go one more street down. We could, because I've traveled South Street a few times. Let's go down one more. And we might get some strange territory here. Down Queen Street. One more block. Then we'll go down to Barrington and make our way to Tim Hortons. At which time I will go in there and get a nice warm coffee and put my headphones on, listen to some music. Oh, I gotta tell you about a song I've been playing a lot lately, listening to it, because it's about war in Europe. And if you didn't know, you'd think it was written for this war in Ukraine. It talks about the Baltic coast and the tanks rolling in and all this stuff. You would think it was just written a week ago or a couple of weeks ago. No, it was in the 60s. Check it out. I'm going to tell you what it is. Anybody listening to this wants a song from the 60s that's current today? Here it is. It's called Renegade by Steppenwolf. There, I can pull that out. Steppenwolf got this song called Renegade. And it starts off, the first line is, "My birthplace would be hard to find. They changed the name so many times." And just like those countries over there, someone takes it over and they change the name, and then somebody else changes it again. And it talks about the peaceful life they were having, and then the tanks rolled in, and it sounds just like somebody wrote it yesterday. So check it out. It's called Renegade by Steppenwolf. And tell me what you think of that song. Anybody listens to it, give me a comment. It is absolutely fitting for these times that we're in right now, okay? I hear the crows going at it. Well, let's see. We're down here, just about as far down as we can come. There's Sobeys right there. I think I'll cross right here, and we'll take this street, which I don't know what it's called yet. I haven't seen a sign. Not real familiar with all these streets down here. But if I can see a sign, I'll be happy to share that with you. Don't forget when you comment, tell me if you like that song, Renegade by Steppenwolf. If it doesn't sound like something written yesterday, and it's from the 60s. And we'll talk about it. Send me a comment and we'll discuss it, okay? Give us something to talk about. And you guys that comment to me every day, I love it. Every morning when we get in the car, my wife and I head over to her work, and then I bring the car back so I can do other things. We sit in the car, and I look through she's usually looking at Facebook, and I'm looking through my YouTube comments, answering them all, everyone that's there. I know in the past I've missed some somehow, but Don't shoot me for that. That's a mistake. I try to answer my comments, but sometimes I don't know what happened. I missed a few. Like especially 9 months ago, 8 months ago, I missed a few. So I'm doing my best. If I don't answer your comment, I didn't see it. Okay. So I'm trying. All right. So anyways, I just ranting about that. I just saying I love it. You guys making comments to me, the regular guys that do it all the time, and I answer you back. And I got a few of them on there that do that. And I would encourage anybody, if you're sitting home, you got nothing to do, get that phone out there and send a comment off to me, and I'll answer you back, and we'll talk about whatever. Okay. Now, is this thing still recording? Yes, it is. Great. Sometimes a dark background works better than a white one. Let's see, how much have I got on here now? 56. I'm going to be over my minute my hour by the time I get to Tim Hortons. For sure, it'll be an hour. It could be a little bit more. Great. I like about an hour long. That's good size video. And we stayed out of the wind today. Yippee. All right, perfect. No wind noise today. You're going to love this video because there's not a bit of wind at all. The only wind is coming from me. That was supposed to be funny. Was it funny? No? Okay. All right, going down. What did I say I was on? South? No, we were on South Street. We came down one more block. I forget what it was called. There's a sign here. I'll tell you it again, in case you might remember it, but I forgot what it was. I will say it again, right here when I see it. It is called Kent Street. Maybe I didn't say it. Okay, anyways, Kent Street. Kent and Barrington is where I am now. I'm at Kent Street and Barrington. All right, here we go, South End. We're deep in the South End of Halifax. The old Barrington Street, heading for Tim Hortons. Can anybody that lives in Halifax remember when there was a restaurant here? The door went right in on the corner, right there on that corner. There was a restaurant. It was here for a long time. Back, let's see, maybe in the 60s, 70s, it was here. I don't know when they took it out, but it's gone now. Whether it caught fire or they just tore it down. I love that restaurant. It was a great little restaurant. I never lived here back then, but I've been through here quite a few times. I have relatives in Nova Scotia, so when I was a teenager, I used to come on the train down here, get off the train, and I wait for the other train to take me up the valley. And sometimes I had a few hours to spend. So I used to walk over to that restaurant that was right there on that corner. I remember they had a jukebox in there, and they had booths and stools at the counter. That was an old style restaurant. You don't see too much now. Well, I'm just going to try to see how much time I got used up here. I'm around an hour. That's good. Perfect. That's actually perfect. It's a good length for video. I love it. All right. We are almost at Tim Hortons. Somewhere down here I'm going to sign off. but we'll get into a nice spot. I always like to get a nice background when I'm doing my sign off, something that's interesting. Okay, so we'll try to find a good background here for signing off. Maybe right here. This might do it. I don't want to do it while somebody's walking in here. I might get them all worried, think I'm doing something, videoing them or something. So anyway, right here, Tim Hortons sign in the background, and that's it right there. If you enjoyed this little walk around in this video, push that like button, because then I'll know you liked it, okay? If you didn't like it, well, I don't know. There's nothing to push. If you didn't like it, don't worry. I'll make a better one next time. All right? And if you're not yet a subscriber, please push that subscribe button. It just takes a little bit of energy. Just a little pinky, you can reach over there and push that. And that'll put me one subscriber closer. Okay? With that, I hope you have a great day. You'll see this video tomorrow on Friday, which will be Friday. And I will see you all on Monday. Everything goes well. For now, bye. Talk to you later.